Hey, what's up everyone? This is Bold Donut from the Never Regret Clan, and today we're going to take you into the final episode of Machinimate This. In today's episode, we're going to show you how to do the visor effect, where videos appear inside the visor. This has been the single most requested effect, so please enjoy on this last episode of Machinimate This. For this effect, you will need a video editor that can mask and lower the occupancy of a video clip. As always, I will be using Sony Vegas 7, however, there are other video editors that can do this effect. So, without further ado, let's get going. Okay, so when you are recording for this effect, there are two things that you will need to keep in mind for this effect to properly work. The first thing is that you need a visor that is big enough to actually reflect on. So for instance, helmets like those on Elites, or the Spartan Scout helmet, or the Spartan Rogue helmet will not be great helmets for this effect, so try to stay away from them unless there's no way you can get around, it. However, Elite helmets do not have a visor, so really you can't use the effect with them, so don't try to. The second thing that you will need to keep in mind is that you need a clear view of the helmet visor. You do not want the tips of the helmets messing up this effect or having the video appear on the tips of the helmet as well as on the visor. So please do not allow them to interfere at all and keep them from interfering to a minimum or at 0. Okay. So now that you have the clips filmed, it's time to open up Sony Vegas 7 and import them into it. Now, cut out the parts of the clips that you want to do this effect on, aka the visor. Then, make a copy of the clip and put it below the original layer. Then, bring in the clip that you want to put on the visor and put it between the two visor clips. Then, go to the top visor clip and look for the crop symbol and click on it. Then, go down to the checkbox next to mask and click on it. Then, cut out the helmet's visor. Make sure you do not mask out any bit of the helmet that is not gold, such as the prongs and whatever else may be sticking out. Also, make sure that you are not cutting directly along the edge. Give the golden visor a little bit of space. That way it actually helps when you go to the next step. The next step, before you exit out of the crop window, or mask window, whatever you wish to call it, you need to make sure that you feather it, as seen here, in both directions at about 13% or so. This way, it fits in with the whole background and everything a lot more than it usually would. Now, as you can see, the video is showing through the visor, but it looks like something that's just there, and it's not really behind the visor. However, before we head on to the next step, this is the time where you can transform the layer, as in changing its size by clicking the double blue boxes as seen here, if you plan on doing so that the clip fits inside the helmet and that you can see all the parts of the clip that you want your viewers to see. So if you're going to do that, do it now, because it's a lot easier to do it now than it is later. Okay, so now that you're done transforming the layer, lower the occupancy of the layer you just transformed, also known as the layer that's not the visor and is the video clip you want inside the visor. As you will begin to see, the visor effect then begins to emerge. For my clip, I used the occupancy around 27 to 25%. That way it will look great. You can see the clip, however at the same time it doesn't look like it's just a clip on the visor, but it looks like it's inside the visor, which is, the desired result. So that's just what I used. Now, we're not done just quite yet. There's one thing you need to do to make sure that this effect looks perfect, and that is that the top visor clip and the bottom visor clip are perfectly in sync. If they are not, this will cause a huge problem when you go and actually view it, because the visor will be going down and the helmet part will be going up, which quite honestly looks really stupid, and it's very, very noticeable when you do this effect, so make sure that they are in sync. So now that you have the visors in sync, you are now done with this effect. Thank you for watching Machinimate This, brought to you by the Never Regret Clan. This series is now officially done. There is nothing you can send in that will be posted here because the series is over and will probably not ever come back. However, if you want to hear what went into making this episode and all the other episodes, check out episodes 16 and 17, which contain an audio commentary by me, Bold Donut, into what went on behind the scenes, how things got started, and just, what went into making this series, which surprisingly takes a lot of work. This is Bold Donut from the Never Regret Clan for the last time saying, peace out guys, and thank you once again for watching Machinimate This. Peace out everyone.